ちゃん手書き保存始めるね。
はいはい。はい。というわけで、こんばんは。やります。フレーザプリンスでございます。よろしくお願いします。君を殺そう。これはラブストーリーです。というわけで、割ともう終盤というか、あと一人分姫を連れて帰れば、エンディングにたどり着けそうな感じなんだけど。とりあえずやっていきますかね。
You're on a
ワクワク
path
さん。
in the woods,
ふみちゃん、こん
and
ば
at
ん
the
は。
end of that
こんばんは。
path is a cabin. And in the basement
と
of
いうわ
that
けでまた初め
cabin
から。
is a princess.
小屋にはプリンスがいる。
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
この辺はもういいかね。
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a
こんばんほ
princess.
のぼの。
We're supposed to save
こんばんは。
princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
結構いろんなパターンやったけど、今回どうしようね。
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
どうしようか。あえて持っていかない？それ多分優しい姫様がい
The
るの
door
か
to
な。
the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase
Oh,
faintly
yeah,
illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp,
前から
a
お疲れに
hint
しちゃっ
of
た。
rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone
あ
there?
あ、前
殺しが
回
日課のほのぼの海ちゃん、こんばんは。
そんなことないよ。優しい私だよ。
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear
今回
once
ど
to
うすっ
remember
か
it for the
ね。
rest of your life.
前回と同じ姫様ね、今回は。
Don't
いわゆる
let
一
it
人目
fool
の姫
you.
様。
It's all part of the manipulation.
生きてる姫、
You're
ラウ。
playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
殺さないよ。今回持ってきてねえからね。君を殺しに来た。
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
まあ今手元にナイフないんだけど。
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
そうだそうだ。
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right?
冗談だよ。
Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
お話ししましょうか。
Okay.
OK。言うて前回割と結構話したからそんなに聞くことないんだけど。俺、このひよった卓をやってみるか。殺すつもりはない。だけど、このまま自由にしてあげることはできないんだ。危険すぎて。ここにしばらくいてもいいか？君と一緒にいるよ。そうすればみんな幸せになれるかもしれない。
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke.
俺も
You
ル
were
ミちゃんの手
actually
首か
sent
じ
here
り
to
たか
kill
ったよ
me.
私の手首かじっちゃダメだよ。自分の手首で我慢しなさい。
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
まあ自分で腕かもしれない。
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
うん？
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
ちょっと不安になってきたぞ。
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
ひよって逃げるか。刃物もないけど、閉じ込めることならできるだろう。この選択肢今までやってこなかったからね、あんまりね。彼女を地下室に閉じ込める。帰ろう帰
I
ろう。
know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't.
違うね。
No one wins
これ
here.
です。
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going?
さよなら。
You can't just leave me here.
こんなとこいられないよ。姫様はここから出れないだろう。お前はそこで乾いていけ。
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
言うと何もできないでしょ。こき下ろしだね。
Slip these chains?
Oh.
She can't, right?
無理無理。
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
いやいや、言うてまさかね。
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
いや、帰ろう帰ろう。こんなとこいられないね。
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way.
意外とあっさり聞いてくれるナレーター。
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held
テ
the
ーブルも置いた
blade.
から出ることはできないだろう。
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
まさか出るなんてね。まさかね。
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
悲痛な叫び声。一体
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let
鎖
me
に繋がれてるはずの姫がドアをどんどん叩いている。どうなっているんだ。まあ多分手を噛みちぎったんだろうけど。
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably
probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by
めっちゃ来てるめっちゃ来てる。
I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
もうやばいもうやばい。
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
彼で弱りとか言ったやつなの。
No, it doesn't.
全元宣言。
許してくださいっていうタクはないんだね、もう。許してくださいないのか。まあ怪物だったのか。
I could be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
絶対に許さなくなってる。
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can, and
どうやって開けられないだろうね。
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped,
でも私は生きているのか。
and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
姫殺しってなんかエッチなヤジっぽく聞こえませんか？
このゲームをやる前だったらそう考えられたかもしれないけど、割と物理的に殺しまくってるからもうそんな風に想像できなくなっちゃった。
Where is she?
プリンセスはいないのか？なんだろう、お先を落としただけなのかな。ゆらー
Helping me get out of that awful
普
basement.
通に両手あるんだけど。いいってことよ。なんだよ、自分で出られんじゃん。
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's
なんて
as
こと
though your
だ。体
body
が動かない。
simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb,
やめろ。
and then
や
your
め
feet,
ろ。
and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin,
なんてこと。
unable to do anything but witness
も
her
う手も足も動かない。
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
まあ、それはそ
Lying
う。
about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down
そう、
one
気が一つ
by
ずつ
one.
停止していくのを感じる。
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath,
心臓も止まっ
and
ち
your
ゃった。
heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
まあ、我々には次があるんだけど。ぐえ
It can't
ー。
be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark,
君は死んだ。
and you die.
ぐえ。
ぐえー。はい、というわけでチャプター2です。
You're on
今
a
の
path
新聞チャ
in
プター
the
が更新され
woods,
ます。
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
ワク
cabin
ワクさん、
is a
レジデン
princess.
ツリーバー。
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Slay the princess.
it will be the end of the world.
おう。彼女はまた僕を殺す気だ。
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
今回妄想許可
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
お兄ちゃんメガネかけて。
メガネいいよ
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've
いいっ
met.
てことよ
Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong
Oh,
foot.
thank you.
We've a
こ
world
れで
to save
ルミ
after
ちゃんが
all.
お姫様の格好をしてたら恐怖も倍増だったかもしれない。
姫が姫を殺すの
かわいい。
プリンセスバトルかあえて逃げるかこんなとこいられ
You
るか
have already committed to my
あー
completion.
逃げられない
You cannot go further astray.
大魔王からは逃げられないはい行きます
A warning. Before she will
いただ
lie,
く
she will cheat,
もう聞いた
and she... I don't think lying and
カラヘルーム
cheating is a
009
thing. She was
本
very
番の
direct
語
with
り
us
から
last
感じら
time.
れる確かな
Or
ほ
at
のぼの。
least she was
そうだね。
direct with us after we decided
生
to
まれ
lock
た
her
ら基本的
away.
に信じらんねんだよな
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
マジでな
The interior of the cabin is
あー
plain.
もうやばい
The
もうやばい
smooth wood of the walls
ドアがないん
almost
だけどね
featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last
ドアが
time.
ないぜ
It's just an empty frame.
どうなっているんだ
She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
前とは全然違う
Very different.
なんかいないなんかこの辺にいないねえねえねえなんかいませんかこの辺に
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died.
So no.
You certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
鏡見るか恒例の
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
鏡あるが
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
一応持ってくか
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
武器現実中だしてどうなの
Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
さっ
Something
き真実しか言わねえって真実にな
better
って
than a
る。
knife? Could we have a bomb?
ボムさえあれば
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
Oh, no,
You're more than
weapon.
capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
あ言えてるかもね 行くしかね。
You cross over
Oh,
the
no,
threshold
Coco.
and onto a series of isolated
Oh,
steps
didn't I?
suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
なんかちょいちょい瞬きしてるんだよな、背景が。
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back.
ああ、切れてる
We're
やつで
gonna
すね、こ
have
れ
a
は。
lot of fun, you and
完全
I.
に切れてますね、これは。
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
うん。ナイフを投げるのは私が。
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
あえて謎の空間にこれはあえて謎の隙間に足を踏み入れてみるかな。
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
すいません。何よりはマシかと思ったんだ。
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
はい。
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways.
右か左か。
At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
No.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you
煽
go,
ってくんな。
I'm going to find you.
怖い。あえてね。でもこれは一番最悪な結論になる気がするんだよな。何もしないのが正解とみたいね。
You decide it's best to do nothing.
これが正解だ。答えは沈黙。
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go
あら、かわいい。
numb.
動かない。
Your arms quickly follow.
武器も使えない。
This is it, isn't it?
もうダメだ。おしまいだ。
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
キュート。なんか前回より化け物とか増してないか。
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
何かないのか。
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
顔合わせだけして放置したらなんかヤンデレ化しました。助けてください。
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
ハラヘリウム009ビッグサット
君は死んだ。
Nerves, heart, lungs, Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
もう終わりだね。
Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you
話
gasp for
も
breath.
何大丈夫なのか
Lungs, liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
どうすればいいんだ
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
これこういうタクあるかなあれ僕たちは分かり合える分かり合える
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly
あ
what
れ
I
がや
want.
取ったか取ったか
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then...
なるほど
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can leave without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever.
なるほど
I want to leave.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, 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 heart, lungs, liver.
あれっての
Heart, lungs, liver,
あえてのこれか
heart, lungs,
終わりだ
liver.
君を死には出せないしましてや殺したくもないどうなろうと僕は構わない
Nerves. Are you serious? Lungs, liver. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Lungs, liver. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
答えは拒否答えは拒です
Heart,
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not?
そん
I
な
am what I am. And you're always going to be a coward.
nerves. She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
君は死んだ
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
お前の言うことはペラいいんだよ。
まあそうねあえてそういう選択を選んだからね今回は
Let me out.
断る
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out!
A reprieve, a good life, love, children, a steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out!
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse.
そういう存在ってことか。
Let me out!
No, 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 no. No, no. What's
このル
happening
ープ
to
から出
us?
せって言ってるのかつまり。
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
あ、
Oops! I think I broke
ナレータ
you.
ー、コントラしやがったあいつ。
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
あなたの体は死んだが、生き続ける。これチャプター3ですかね。チャプターなんちゃら。チャプター無限ということか。あ、鳥の時。
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was
ナレーター
that?
よくも飛んだらしやがっ
Who
た
are
ね。
we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't
というわ
you?
けで3週目。いや、何週目なんだこれは。のナレーターさんです。
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost
親
like
への
we've
小
never
道もなん
left.
か宇宙空港になってるし。どうなっているんだ。
We have to let her out.
ここで魔剣に登場。
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
スレイファー
Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
調子者とかもいるんだ。あれもしかして声全員集合かもしかしてこれ。
No,
Ang
we were
wala-
supposed
sino
to
naman
keep
ito?
her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
今回はあれだね、人間を取れ人物多いね。
We can't be
獲
unfeeling.
物
Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
いろいろいるね。そんだけパターンってことつまり。
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her,
出だし。
so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
そうだよね。なんかめちゃくちゃ多いよね、今回。
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
あまりにも長い時間で人格が分裂でもしまくったのだろうか。
そうだね。だいたい1チャプターに1人増える感じなんだけど、今回は、チャプターがめちゃくちゃあったから、その分増えたって感じなんかな。自分がバラバラになった気がする。
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask
そうか
me.
な。
He's worse than her.
全員間違っている。
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
何回から来たんだ？
Many times.
目にか。
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter.
負け犬らしい答えだ。
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
よくないことね。
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Ah, 難しいこと言われますの？でもそれは矛盾していないか？僕がここに来たのは2回目だけだと思う。でも、全く来た覚えがないという者もいるみたいだね。君が覚えていないだけで、実際は何回も来ているのか？つまりその時は、僕以外の者は体を支配していたのか？まあ確かにまあね、チャプターだけじゃないループもあるからね。
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here. Every
ユ
single
ミちゃん、こんばんは。
は。
今日はメガネかけてるせいか知的に見えるね。
私はあいつらって知的だけど。IQ1 億あるけど。
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
実は声の人はみんないつも覚えてんだから。だって実は。
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
僕がやったことを自分で覚えていないなら、すなわち僕はやってないことになるのではないか？
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
ロイプの最後に必ず記憶を消されるんだけど、謎の存在に。
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares?
こうでも言って言われた。
They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment.
まあそれはそう。
It doesn't matter what we do because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
登場人物がいるから話が長いな、今回。あえて行かないという選択肢があるのでは？
We've tried that.
どうしたが？
It doesn't work.
ダメですか？
Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked.
行くしかないということか。
So many paths, and they're all circles.
何て分かってんの？
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
だろうな。あ、人がいね。よいしょ。
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
まあ消されてるからね。まあここは行くしかないか。
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the
そう来る
cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been.
その女すらいないんだね
Instead,
姫すら
all
いな
you
いんだね
find is an empty hill.
親もないよ
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed
声
to
が
be
出
a
てきてい
cabin
く
there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always
あ
lose.
一理あるねだから意見が多い方がいいのでは
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
でも鏡しかないんだ
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
珍しいね姫のイベントの前に鏡が出てきたねだいたい姫がいて外出て姫が例の腕に連れ去られて鏡出てきて声も消えてって流れなんだけど今回先に鏡が来たね
The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
と言ってもタクが1個しかないわけだが
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
よくわかんないけど先に進むぜ
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to
いい
make
設定
them.
ね
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
鏡が消えてナイフが出てきた
We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment.
でも姫はどこに
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
軌道修正してきたな
Take it. It's the only way forward.
なんかグレーの選択肢があるんだけど青のを手に取る先に進むための唯一の方法だ他にできることは全部試した覚えていないのかアモドを引き抜け
You reach down to take the blade.
刃物がなくなっ
As
ちゃ
you
った
do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking
この
deep
下に
into
降り
the
るしか
earth.
ないということか
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
Very deep
Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you.
だいぶ顔面ぶっ壊
It
れてる大
fills
丈
you
夫
with dread. It's her.
フリー出てきたね
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
お前を見ている
You really are a coward.
なんだと
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks
やべえやべえや
closer.
べえやべえやべえやべえ
When I
said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
普通に近づいてきてる。ナイフなくなっちゃったよ。
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
Closer.
やばいやばい。顔が。
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
じゃあそれ
Except for me.
何
I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to
化け物すぎる。
なんか手増えたね。
out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness.
でも敵も姫さんもだいぶぶっこらかけてないかな。
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
私の檻は虹色にしてください。
Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
タクが1個しかねえ。お前はただの物体だ。道具だ。昔お前は英雄だった。だが今は違う。しかしその英雄とは自分自身なのか、それとも記憶がぼやくて勘違いしているのか。ここの結末はない。彼女の手を取り自由にしてやるんだ。おいおい、タクがねえよ。ダメだ、クリックできない。クリックできない。体が勝手に。
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
ナレーター、なんか侵食されてないかな。
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
どうなってい
And
るんだ。
that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
とうとう顔なくなったけど。
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
ああ、来る感じか。プリンセスは疲れた様子でぐったりとしている。ああ、またナレーターが飛んだらしやがった。
Why is it so cold?
ああ、取り込まれた。はい。いつものっすね。あなたは返事をすることができない。これからもずっと。そろそろここを去る時だ。記憶が戻る。
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Oh my... That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different
もう
now.
実際消えないんだけど、多分。
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
鏡を見るしかない。
Finally, we can smash it. Oh, you
Smash
stopped
it, is it gone?
smashing. What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a
鏡
look.
に映っていたのはもちろん。もう一度鏡の方へ進んだ。秘密はまだ明かされていない。謎はまだ未解明のままだ。
Something tells me this is the end of the line.
あ、意外となんか確
But
保できてい
I
るね。
don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels with the fears gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
なんかエンディングみたいな言い方するじゃん。
I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
そこに映るものは前に進むと辺りは静かになった。再び彼らはいなくなった。鏡はいつも彼らを追い払う。あなたはそこに何が映っているかを見る必要がある。そこに映るものはなんもねー。これは初めてだな。あなたは無だ。私は無だったのか。なんかだぞ。押してるぞ。だが、それは正しくない。あなたが無であるはずがない。もう一度しっかり覗き込む。それとそこには、影に包まれた姿がうっすらと見えた。なんかいるね。カラスかな。お前は俺か。
I think you know what
ナレーターだ。私はナレーターだったのか。髪が割れちゃった。こうなる展開はちょっと予想外だったな。カラスのようだから。ちょっと待って、オプション多い。オプション多い。お前は誰だ？
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
まあ、合ってるけど。あるタイプループの中で、あんたは自信喪失していた。すべてが間違いだったと。
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
質問することにガラスがなく、鏡はなくなっていくのか。この構造概念の外にいる人々はこのことを知っているのか。あんたが僕を使って彼らに何をしようとしているのか。
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
お前は俺なのか？
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
哲学的なこと言い始めた。
From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
難しいことを言う。 それぞれ違っていたのか。
You were, and it was by both necessity
なるほ
and
ど。
design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead,
愛の元ネ
it
タ的
would
に
restart
姫様
and
がナレ
shut
ーター
both
だと
your
思ったけど
consciousness
違っ
and
た。
hers into another
ナ
world.
レーターはナレーターなんか別のものっぽいね。考えると。そうだね。犬と最初からスタート。あ、そうだね。
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like
目
that
が覚めるの
anymore.
かな。インスタなんだ。
Because among other things, she is death itself.
死そのものか。
To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
死を滅ぼせと。
And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
彼女は一体何なんだ。
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die. She becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
恐ろしいことを考えれば恐ろしくなるということか。もう山ほどあんな。あえてね。聞きたいこといっぱいあるな。概念を滅ぼすなんてどうやって？
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
僕に変化という概念を返させというなら説明してくれ。なぜ変化のない存在は死よりも良いと言い切れる？似たようなものじゃないか。いや、正直死よりもひどいと思える。
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough.
なんかだんだん
You
なく
carry
な
a
ってきた
part
な
of。what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
どれ聞くかな。自分のことを聞いてみれば本当の姿とは。
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
神だったのか私は。永遠の音よ。これが最後か。 まだ決めてないよ。
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
さらばだ。
It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
こういうがね。ゆっくり消えた。最後のガラス片が砕け散り、あなたはついに自分の姿をはっきり見る。ナレーターが言ったことは正しい。あなたは永遠のうつろ。生まれたばかりの広大な神。いよいよ覚醒の時が来た。すべてはあなたなのだ。なんだって？みんなは理解できたかな？あれ？いない。いなくなってる。確信にたどり着いても、君が目撃すべき最後の器はなかった。君の目は何も映らない。どうなっているんだ？いなくなってたの？うわー！いっぱいいるじゃん。キモとか言ってた。うわー。ラスボスでしょ、これ。完全にラスボスでしょ、これは。いる、こういうラスボスいる。
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
上半分隠せばエッチだな。
まあ、そうかもね。
ラスボス姫。
完全ラスボスですね。こうしてるのか。
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
僕は永遠のうつろだ。
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of
要
what
は
I actually
ナレー
am.
ターは人間のエゴそのものだったってことか。
まあ、言い方を変えるならそういうことになるだろうね。どうすんの？
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature.
ストリームラボ、
そうかもね。
フォールンエンジェル14さんがフォローしました。
ありがとうございます。フォールンエンジェルさんありがとうございます。
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
まあ変化の一つに死もあるということか。
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
なるほど。
Or
そういうタコを選
will
ば
you
せてくる？
open the final doors to our liberation?
姫様言いたいことないのか？
Of course, I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. まだ話したいことたくさんあるのに。 Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not. of beginning and end.
難しいこと言うな。
Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. 知りたいけど。 My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach.
言葉は不要
And you
か。
cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us
やるか？
know well.
やるか？
If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
More terrifying than one's own heart. And there is almost
ラスボス戦みたくなってきたぞ。
terrifying than sharing it with another.
確かにね。
But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
こんなのと似てんの？
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
"沈黙は一番ひよってるよね。どれも当てはまらない気がするぜ。何選んでもわかんないけど、とりあえずこれ選ぶぜ。例とし、変化と停滞について話しているけど、どれも当てはまらない。
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair,
いろいろ形態変化してくるのがマジでラスボスっぽいんだよな。完全にラスボスでしょ、これは。ここで戻ったね。
But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did
そ
for
れ
us?
は。もう気づき合う必要はないんだ。大丈夫か？
You cling to your emotion of pain or suffering. There is beauty in ugliness and love in conflict.
なるほどね。今度誰だ？お前か。そうだね。まあぶっ刺しましたけど、思いっきり。なんか赤いタグが出てきたんだけど。これなんだ？ った時、僕は一瞬も迷わずに君を殺したの。そして、君の魂が対決した後、僕は君をそこらしの穴に投げ捨てたんだ。こんなことしたっけ？だっけかな？まあ、多分したんだろう、きっと。
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
そうね。
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our
この
freedom.
BGM 好き。
ラスボス戦だな、完全に。
Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite.
確かにね。変化がなければ我々は外に出れなかったしね。
Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
愛ね。現実そのものがどうこう言わなくても、僕たちの間では愛と対立、美し美と醜さが共存できるだろう。
そろそろすぐに
できるかな？
落ちちゃいます。どうしますか？どうしますか？
That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
なんだ？
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
幻灯もラスボスっぽくなってきたね。
There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
どうすればいいんだ？多いな。プリンセスを変えるっていう考えか。君は自分の考えを僕に理解するために全力でかかってきた。なのに僕の考えを否定し続ける。僕を変えられると思っているなら、僕を君を変えられるに違いない。
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
何？
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
あ、勇者が現れ
you
た。
don't have to do it alone.
ここで仲間が合流？
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of
激アツ展開じゃん。君は死んだと思っていた。
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there.
何？
I can take you to her heart.
死んでる？
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick.
こうできている。
Then let's go.
おっと。
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
最初は確かにここだったね。
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it?
混沌か。
It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Window. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin
め
descriptions,
ちゃ
did
くちゃ
he?
偉いな姫さん。
I always thought they were implied. He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there. It's gone though. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there,
なるほど。
jumbled up in the rest of her.
ラスボス戦メンバーはこの3人か。
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through. Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
ちょっと悲しいような気がしないでもなくは
スレ
ない
ッドが落
かもしれない。
ちました。
Me too.
ラ
It
イ
was
ブ
a
を
lot of
停止
fun.
します。
Really easy to mess with.
ルニちゃん手書き保存始めるね。
はい。
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through
Oh,
hell,
so
but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
まあ一応持ってくか、さすがに。
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more things we can do, right? So, you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves.
割と常識人な森田さん。
You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if I suggest that twice, especially since you never took me up on it last time. There's the guy I know.
あるんだ、一応。行くけど。
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice? Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
おっと
We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us.
Maybe we can help you find your way.
信じて大丈夫かな？
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
What do you?
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So, you brought the knife. After everything you've seen, and all the lives we've lived together, you still aren't sure what you want to do? Unless you are. We just hope you're sure of yourself, one way or the other.
まあ、座りましょう。怖っ。何もしないともう倒すしかないんだな。とりあえず謝ってみるか？
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that.
ちょろいな、天野役さん。
You know, that means a lot.
天野役さん、ちょろいですね。その君と同じなのか？
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
確かにある意味。主人公側は、なんだろう、精神に達するの自分は許しているけど、姫様も似たようなもんといえばそうだしね。
Yeah, we really are the same.
何かないのか。
We don't think there's a way for us to leave. But maybe there doesn't have to be an ending.
アシュラ姫
The
様
way it all works seems to be
まあ
based
今
on
そうなっ
you.
てるね。
If you believe we can do something, then we can do it.
なるほど。
So believe that
責
we
任
can
重
put
大
it
だ
all
な。
back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget. Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want? Why wouldn't it be what we want, especially if it brings him back? We can't keep going without a nemesis.
なるほどな。したことがあったかな、あったかもしれないかもしれない。
Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't. We can't know something like that. But we're choosing to do it now. And maybe we'll just keep doing it again and again forever. It's almost comforting to know we can keep meeting each other over and over again.
いや、むずいな。これどれ選べばいいんだ。君と一緒にいたいっていうのはなかなかロマンチックじゃない？
You'll be back here again, sooner than you think. And then we'll part ways again, and find each other, and part ways, and find each other. It's like we're never really alone. Because even the time we spend apart is time spent chasing these moments of reunion.
なるほど。
And they're all the sweeter for the isolation in between. Don't you think?
That's beautiful.
俺たくさん感動してる
You've really grown a heart, haven't you?
感情ありますね。君を殺すかもしれないんだぞ。
That's okay. We have to be able to trust that whatever choices we make, they're the right choices. Maybe we'll continue the loop of forgetting and restarting forever. Or maybe we'll decide, at some point, that it's time for things to end.
.やるしかないのか。同意するぜ。
Okay. If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. Speak for yourself. Maybe I'll see you too. Maybe I won't. They take the blade from our hand and stare fondly into our eyes.
.やっぱり愛してるって言うべきだろうね。愛してる。
We love you too. Everything is going to be okay.
You're on a path in the
今
woods,
度はどうなるんだ？大
and
丈夫
at
か
the
これ
end of that path is a
終
cabin,
わったかと思ったら終わらんだこれ。
and in the basement of that cabin
終わりがないのか終
is
わ
a
りなのかつまりこれ
princess.
は。
You're here to slay her.
いい火力。
ラブストーリーらしくなった多分。
これはどう解釈すればいいんだ？あー、なるほどね。こうして永遠に繰り返しましたらさってわけか。こういう終わり方か。なるほどね。はいはいはいはいはいはい。終わりがないのが終わりということか。まただいぶ最後ひよった選択したけど、もう一直線に殺す覚悟をしたらまた違うエンディングになったのかもしれないね。でも私の中でのレーザープリンセスはこういうエンディングを迎えました。私の中ではこれが真実です。これが真実だ。
これ分岐あってもどこで分岐するのかさっぱり。
めちゃくちゃ分岐多いから分からんよね。だからね、もしこの配信見た人でもね、改めて自分でやってみたら違うエンディングになるのかもしれないね。
君の目で確かめてくれ。
ということ。はい。というわけで、いやー、すげえ話だったな。ちょっとね、あり得る別のね、可能性も気になるといえば気になるけど、配信としてはここで終わっておくのが綺麗なのかな。永遠のね、円環ということで、いかがだったでしょうか。なんだこいつ。君と猫とウーパールーパーだ。 そうなんだ。ギャラリーアンロック。まだこんだけあんの？ちょっと待って。マジっすか。ここら辺も、めちゃくちゃあんのこれ。こんなの。
引き続き殺し殺せされをお楽しみください。
まあやろうと思えばね、こういうのもできるんだね。まあでも配信としてはこれでね、終わった方が綺麗かな。いろいろできると思うんだよな。確かにね、なんかね、いろいろあるなっていう感じはしたんだよな。まん丸があるんだけど、なんだこれ。まあ、残りのね、どんなものがあるかは、君のまで確かめてみてくれ。
BGM 良かったなぁと思ったから、サントラ買おうとしたら、本体持ってないと売ってくれない。タイプで悲しみに包まれました。
じゃあ買えばいいじゃない、本体も。いや、これね、多分ね、自分でやるとね、またちょっと違ったね、ストーリーになると思うからね。やってみてもいいかもしれないね。結構なんかね、落ち着きのある BGM ね、結構いいよね。はーい。というわけで、スレイザプリンセスでした。結構これ前からね、ちょっと気になってたんだけどね。もう
怖いのはダメなんですよ。
まあ、確かに一応ジャンルとしてはホラーになるのかな。ね、そこまで確かに結構ところどころ怖いシーンあったからね。確かにね。夜になると寝れなくなっちゃうかもしれない。もともとこれさ、日本語なかったんだけど、最近のアップデートでね、追加されたから、ようやくこれができたんですよ。いやー、いいゲームでしたね。というわけでね、ちょっと興味ある人はね、ぜひ自分だけのストーリーを
文章量めっちゃ多かったね。
めちゃくちゃ多いね。めちゃくちゃ多いし、分岐もめちゃくちゃあるしさ。おいおいおいおいおい。おいおいおい。これもホラーあるの？怖。実際その姫はその自分の選択によって全然姿を変えてくるからさ。いや、周回しても全然飽きないですね。大体みんな違う。実際記憶でもね、こんだけいるからね。まだ半分もいってない？ぜひぜひ皆さんも君だけのプリンセスを見つけてみてください。でも私は結末に満足はしてる。でも人によってはね、もうさっさともう絶対姫様ぶっ殺すぜっていう人もいるだろうし、姫様と一緒に寝たいっていう人もいるだろうし、ここは本当に人それぞれだろうからね。それを選択した場合どうなるかは、私にはわからないけど。ね。ちょっと気になると気になるけどね。配信としてはおしまい。はい。というわけで、今日はこの辺、ちょっと早いけどね。この辺で終わりますか。いいゲームだったからね、ちょっと余韻を残して、別のゲームで上書かないで、この辺で終わりにしましょうか。はい。というわけでね、みんなもやろう。
お疲れ様。
スレイザープリンセス。はい。お疲れ様。怖い。
ハラヘリウム009。お疲れ様でした。余韻は大事。
余韻大事だよね。
ずんちゃん。お疲れ様でした。余韻は大事。
大事。
おつに楽しめました。
はい、ありがとう。よかった。今日配信始める前はね、ちょっと早く終わりそうだから、終わったら千葉でもやるかと思ったけど、なんかもう完全にそういう空気じゃなくなっちゃったから、終わろう。はい。余韻大事だよね。この余韻をちょっと千葉で塗り飛びしたくないよ。 よし、じゃあレードしてもらおう。どうしようかな。
おつゆに
はい、お疲れお疲れ。そうだね。ちょっと待ってね。じゃあ、ポゴエルフさんがロイとやったので、レイトします。はい。というわけで、お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です。おやすみ。良い夜を。あるいは良い人生を。またね。